we still the court still don't break like this. Court dey on vacation. No, last week was our NBA conference. Yeah. But any matter we dabble on human rights, court will still hear am. We have vacation judges that make sure that rights of human persons are are honored and preserved. So if matters like this come up, those vacation now the matter wey vacation judge dey do gangan be that. Say the provisions wey dey enshrined for chapter 4 of the constitution dey honored. So you know say I know say some people don give up on court, say court no be the hope of common man again. But make we leave that gossip, make we leave that talk. Na just presumption. When you go court, you go see for yourself. So instead of taking the law to your own hand, make you leave am for who get am, wey be the court.
Okay. Now, coming back to that matter, like you just talk, based on now wetin we can see, all the ubala blue happen, then slap, then the way we then take bundle her out of the aeroplane in the end, you get, is there any justification for it?
No, there is actually no justification for that. Section 34 of the Constitution don't already state and say no person shall be subject to any form of dehumanizing treatment. That's as long as the no form of person should be subject to any form of torture and anything that is degrading. That was such a degrading act. So there is no justification for that. Two wrongs can't make a right.
True.
Two wrongs can't make a right. I still believe that there could have been other ways that they could have asked her to leave the plane instead of.
For example, because Nigeria won't go now say what other ways the FOFI handle that. And in this situation now we can't do now. If you were supposed to advise somebody who did that kind of situation, which advice you could give them on how to make sure say she gets back, I don't know, that her right or something?
Well, the deed has already been done.
In case of tomorrow, somebody else probably fit face such a situation. If somebody now they listen to you now and won't take a plane or won't even go, not even just for aeroplane, you won't even enter somewhere now. And you know we for Nigeria, bless our blood now they hot now. Serious. You enter a place now, even for vehicle. You enter a place now, person just tell you one small thing. Bam, you don't change out for them. And before you know what's going on now, goes they go on. You get the other day now, so they talk say for markets, for inside Lagos. Just one person talk one thing, they don't stab that one to death immediately. The other time, a police even killed a soldier in somewhere in the north. So, in case of situation, how do we make sure, say, this our rights, this particular rights, is not they trampled upon? And if God forbid, the thing, they can't touch you there, how do you, he mentioned something, take it to court. But what if you cannot take it to court, you don't have the wherewithal, or say, maybe, like he said, you feel say court no go do anything for you?
Well, for me, as an aside discussion, I would say maybe people try to do the right thing. Sometimes we get into any space you enter, there are rules, there are regulations. You enter an aeroplane, they tell you switch off your phone. You switch off your phone because that's the normal thing that everybody should do. You see, when people are law abiding, certain things not go happen.
Sure.
Certain things not go happen. If to say they come to meet her, switch off your phone, and she actually switched off her phone, that incident will not have escalated to that point. But sadly, some persons just want to always prove a point, and sometimes it's not always necessary to prove a point. And things went berserk. She couldn't handle the
consequence of
sequence. No, that's not to say that I am supporting what they did.
How it was.
But when you try to do the right thing, when you are within a confines, you stick to the rules. Certain things will not happen the way they should happen. So if I'm to advise someone, I'll tell them, when you know say they enter a certain place, stick to the rules. Everywhere, whether at home, there are always rules. Anywhere you step into, rules there. So you follow the rules. When you follow the rules, you don't go enter Wahala. That's on one hand. Then to say you follow the rules and this other person just one step on your right. Like my colleague said, there are platforms in which you can seek redress. The social media now is very, very it's one of the most strongest platform now. Aside the civil societies, of course, we know that somehow it has been watered down by nepotism and favoritism. But the social media space is a very heavy space. You see people who just come out and cry out for one thing and everybody put heads together and it's one of the ways. And then courts, of course, law enforcement agents.
Nice one, Mirabel. So take it to social media, tag all tagables, then take them also to courts. Now, for situations now where they now where sometimes things go happen, and then maybe the parents of these children, like when the Akwa Ibom when the Anambra incident happened, they say the state government been come out first come talk say, we don't apologize to the girl and her parents. We don't sack the officers, the vigilante, then we do that thing we then do, and then that say the parents of this child, they choose not to press charges because according by them, they don't want make their pikin video, make the this and with them, that naked, the other beating, they don't want me continue to the day out there for inside social media. In situations like this, waiting the law or waiting the constitution talk about that right. Okay, they don't do me this thing. I no want press charges or I no want take law follow the matter. Is that really okay? How you want take help the next person? Law no make am compulsory for you to actually make these people account for that violate when they violate you.
See, we get institutions, as I said earlier, where they further
We go buy the matter.
we go buy the matter. But you say on your own, you suppose know what you want. Person do you something, you talk say you no wan redress. Who won't come force you? If she don't talk say she no wan redress, she dey okay. I know say they don't take some necessary steps to make sure say they ameliorate the matter. Say federal government don't disband the
the people waiting inside.
Don't sack them. So to say. Then she now the parent come talk say make the matter train again. The pikin don't do train. She even talk that the matter don't do train. So then about say she won't commit suicide. As the matter this so we no go force am say make she go court o. She man suppose know say if she want her request, make she go court. They dey always talk say you fit take cow go water side.
You no fit force am to drink the water.
The court don already establish, index of means wey you fit take, pursue this right, make sure say the thing dey okay. But if you come talk say no, you no want to, who go come? But as you talk so, say to deter other persons, na make I go advise persons. Say make you make sure say if person do you bad, make you pursue am. If person is trying, not be only section 34. If person deprive you any other rights wey contain inside that chapter 4 of the Nigerian Constitution, make you make sure say you no fold your hands. If not, you will give the person wey do you that bad the morale, the ododo, the privilege to do another person. You understand me?
Yeah.
So make you make sure say you make use of the instrumentality wey court don already provide to make sure say you seek redress. So that another person who will fall into that same wahala wey you fall so. I would say me I go talk for that.
Well, but you get something to add, or make I ask my next question. Okay, now, is there anybody fit buy am? Like government fit stand up now to say, yes, this parent talk say you no wan follow the matter, but this is my citizen. We dey hear things like federal government versus or the state versus this, and in what situations then government or different organizations then fit buy the matter? Like you mentioned, you mentioned National Human Rights Commission. Say normally na them actually get the work of to make sure say this our rights of citizens they're very protected. Now in this case where most of them come out then they condemn the situation. They say we will give you pro bono if you want go pursue. Can't they just buy the case and just take it up?
But if person family come and say they want drop the case, who are you to pursue it?
Anybody.
Yes, they come to see you as a
country person.
Some interloper. No.
You, Nigerian. Nigerian constitution cover you. So can't Nigeria stand up for you to serve as deterrent to other?
Nigerian can.
But the family come and say they don't want to pursue the matter. We will be seen as a meddlesome interloper by the court, a busybody. That is why it's always good for families to stand up for their own.
Explain.
Because God forbid someone is found in such a situation. The first body that should stand up for that person, even before the government, is the family. Because even before a person comes out to know the word, it's the family. If you have a strong family support system that will see to it that this thing will not go like this, you will see that that person will have morale. But if your family come out to say, let's leave it, we want to drop charges. Well, who is the court to say we must press charges? Even though the constitution covers you as a Nigerian, there's something called the medicine interloper in court, a busybody, and the court does not entertain busybodies.
With this talk now, make I just even that sometimes too, we dey also get cases of abuse. You get like child abuse. Like, and then you go, especially for rural areas. I don't know how well that they educate. Like somebody, you said something earlier. Say most people don't know their rights. And then most people also don't normalize. I think that when we talk about background, talk that say they don't normalize some things. We don't see situations of even child abuse. You get, oh, somebody touchlights the low waist of your child, or somebody impregnates your underage child, and then you're going to say, oh, the person get power, or say the person don't come apologize, or they will say, make we keep her inside the family. How do we stop these things? How do we, make sure say people they held accountable for this? These our rights, them actually count.
Sensitization will help. Going to those rural areas, persons we know they enlighten. You feel tell them, say, these are your rights that are available to you as a Nigerian, not just a Nigerian, as a human being. You have rights before you a Nigerian, a human being, like the dignity of human person, the way we talk about so. Enlightenment of the public, enlightening them, sensitization, and also we need strong bodies, civil societies to stand up to. Somehow they become so docile because of favoritism and nepotism that goes on, the bureaucracy that goes on there. Well, that's not the topic of today, but those are the channels to which human rights could also go. So that's also one of the ways we could
Educating.
Now, why we come here today,
Yeah.
make we see further this education we will talk about so. Because persons say way nobody no say them we don't talk before.
Yeah.
So if persons, if associate organizations like this, like the CHRICED radio and television, as soon as they do, so they try well. It was platform now. Now within every other person supposed to do to make sure say this news, this good news spread everywhere. So everybody will know.
Okay, now then again, how do we change this normalization narrative? You understand? Like just like what we talk now. Sometimes we know this rights, and there's just this belief. Most times, the first person will ask you, rights they work for Nigeria. How we want to change the mindset of say rights they work, know this right, try to make sure say, you even fight for them. You get apart from we talk about here now for radio and TV, we go talk. How do we actually make her enter inside the head, inside the mind of these people's them we talk to?
How we go make her make them then like make
yes, know this right, believe in this right, stop this normalizing of say rights they work for Nigeria. No, rights no they work. Just leave her more.
How to show working now.
First of all, what you know the ignorance of? They need to be enlightened, like I said before. Ignorance is a disease, like they say. The people are ignorant. The blind cannot lead the blind. They need to be enlightened. When people are aware, they definitely know what to do. I still go back to the standard. Awareness.
To add to that awareness, minus the awareness, the commissions and the body them will be responsible of preserving human rights. So we sit up. As I tell you, they need to show working so that there's people will know say true. People they will they watch after my rights. And if something happen, they'll be very comfortable to air out, speak out. You see something, and they always hear that thing. So, but if persons know they comfortable, believe say these institutions they work, they will say something. Because at the end of the day, go in for social media, they will use their new stickers. So people don't want all those kind airing, they fear. But if all these institutions where they responsible for preserving human rights, sit up, act well, do what they're supposed to do as institutions, then nobody go to feel now.
Thank you so much again, Obasi. Thank you so much, Mirabel. Thanks so much, Mirabel Rex. But in conclusion now, on top this particular rights, what do you all have to say as we close of this program?
I go talk say first, make you know your rights as citizens. As a patriotic citizen, you got to know your rights. And as a business, not until most people think say constitution na for person where they study law or lawyers alone. No. Now I notice say this thing self day online, they get soft copies.
90 of the Constitution.
When I be day house, I make sure say all my family members dey read Constitution now. I make sure say I get keep am for table, say make all of na the remove and know wetin dey inside. Because I'm telling you, like they will see and just see that the cover, they'll say, this one are for lawyers. So it make everybody they read them. Those person will not feel read them. Make we now and I make we come here as young lawyers, we take the good news to them, say see as it they be. And make you stay out of trouble. Because before the Human Rights Commission or before the Human Rights Advocate, they should hang don't touch you first. If you don't stay out of trouble. Before we come to talk about courts, fundamental human rights enforcement procedure. That one na grammar. You sef as my colleague talk so, me make sure say everybody for Nigeria now dey mad. As the economy don dey, everybody don craze. So me make sure say as citizen wey you be, make you mind your business. If fight dey happen for that side, make you dey this side. Make you no talk say stray bullet don hit me. I come dey talk about how you have infringed on my rights. The constitution talk say don make you sef find way. So if you know say you be person wey no dey like trouble, make you stay out of trouble. Because as I talk earlier, say volunteer non fit injuria. If you consent say make dem find you trouble, you know people come talk say later on say, why you find me trouble? So I was saying I get to talk.
Thank you so much, Eben. Mirabel, with conclusion.
Okay, like my colleague said, everyone should try to know their rights, try to know your rights, stay out of trouble. The world is out there, it's so wicked and people don't really care. Even if the trouble comes to meet you, run to the other way. Trouble no sweet.
So by the rest, when you take that go with us on top CHRICED radio and television for all the better program we'll carry on give you today. This now we'll go draw the curtain on top know your rights. You don't hear know your rights and stay out of trouble. Nigeria, not this smile. So we'll come again on top another beautiful edition. Thank you so much, Young Lawyers Forum, for always showing up. So we'll come again on top another edition. Continue to enjoy yourself. Continue to stay out of trouble. Continue to be a patriotic Nigerian. And have a wonderful day.